You know, when I was a little boy back in the late 50s, my grandmother had Alzheimer's disease. And of course, I was too little and too young at the time to know what was happening to her, but it was very traumatic for me. As a matter of fact, I remember my mother told me that I developed a real stutter at the time, and for several years it took a while to get out of that because I was nervous about her Alzheimer's. My mom worked for 4 years before my grandmother died, taking care of her, and everything that she did and all of her daily activities was centered around my grandmother. And so she took time away from her family when she would have done that any time for my grandmother. But it was so heart-wrenching and so difficult for her during those times that it made quite an impact on me. And throughout my life, I've always thought about that. Now, at this point, we're in a position here to be able to help people like that. Back in the 50s and the 60s, there weren't any services like what we're offering here now. And now we can go out and we can help people who are in this situation, and we can send compassionate caregivers into their homes and help these people. Which, what that does for people like my mom is it would allow more time for them to be able to go out and do other things rather than 100% of their time being filled with taking care of that loved one and their family.
Home Instead Senior Care is personal to me because of my parents. I think it's a wonderful way to honor their memory. Mom and Dad were older when they had me. I was the youngest of 4 children. My dad had Parkinson's disease, and my mom had rheumatoid arthritis. My mom, trying to care for my dad and take care of an 8-year-old at the time, she had her hands full, and they were very sore, tired hands, and she worked, and she did everything she could to help me. As the years progressed, their diseases, they progressed also. And as an adult, I was able to help them. My sisters, my brother, we all helped. We did everything that we could, but sometimes that wasn't enough. So we were able, I wish we had been able to have had a service like Home Instead to come in and lend a hand. Every day when I go into the office, I think of my mom and dad, and I know that it would make them very happy to know that I was helping people today.